Laugh, Love. Here we are.
Welcome to the 8 Chromosomes Total podcast.
I'm Ronaldo. That's Will. That's Aaron. We do a podcast. 1/3 of us does comedy, and then the other two just kind of show up and kind of wait until it's over. And
Yeah,
that's the dynamic here. You guys realize last week was 50, and we didn't even...
Was it really?
We had no idea. Dude. We didn't do anything.
That's because we're pushing for 60, because on 60 we're going to do a fucking power hour and throw up.
Well, so...
Bro, we're going to have an orgy at 70.
Yeah.
Get down.
Yeah.
Bodies
You horned
writhing.
up today?
I am. I'm horned
You're
up.
You're a little spazzed out.
Getting all hot. And getting all...
You've been slapping your nipples around since you got here.
Have you been retaining?
I've been... Fucking boy. Okay, that was out of character.
That's what Will does when he doesn't have like an answer. Yeah, like funny or not, he just doesn't have an answer. He goes, I just ooh boy.
You don't even know what it's like to be how much I'm doing good things.
So we have this week. Next week makes a year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it'll be a year next year.
Damn.
And we hit 80. You guys did it. We hit it, dude. We hit 80.
Who was
I can't believe we haven't
so
quit.
fire. Is that not awesome, dude? That's great. It would be great if if the show got really big, because Will would try to hide it. You know what
No.
No, yeah, it's like his illegitimate child.
You're like, do you do any podcasts? I'm like, nah, not really. I do this thing, Willie Thrilly. I want to talk about that, but otherwise, no, I'm not really on
I hate that he promotes that first. He puts that over this.
Yeah, it would be like if your illegitimate child was a famous actor. And,
I'd be okay with that.
And your real child, which is Willie Thrilly Comedy Hour, is just like a fucking school shooter or something.
Right, but for some reason you're proud of that one.
Yeah, well, you don't want anyone to know about your illegitimate child.
Is it weird? I'm trying to. Do you tell anybody that you do this?
No. I never promote Riff, Laugh, Love.
You really hide it.
I'm not against it. I forget that I'm on it.
Hey,
We
so do
forget you're
most
on
of the
it, too.
listeners. Yeah, most people listening forget that you're on it too.
Yeah, you probably are like, I'm on this show, Riff, Laugh, Love. And you're like, you're on that? I want to listen to it. That's crazy. Which one are you?
Which episode are you on? I'm on all of them.
Every third one, maybe you can hear me. Turn it up.
I think that we have to do something for the 1 year, right? We have to do something crazy.
Some sort of extravaganza.
We had to get wild, you know?
Wait, you want me to take edibles?
Oh, we can make our first clip. I don't know. We can fucking finally have something for Instagram.
I put a clip together and I was like, Aaron, can you edit this? He's like, yeah, absolutely. Nothing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't do that.
Nothing never happened. He never touched it. He never did anything with it.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, that's most of
The subtitles are the biggest pain in the ass.
Well, nothing has been. I haven't updated the Libsyn, the RSS feed for the people that listen. I haven't in 7 episodes.
I know. I check the audio every once in a while. And it's like 10 episodes ago.
I'm sorry.
But that's okay.
Do you want to take over?
I don't listen, so.
No. Oh yeah, you do.
I watch on YouTube sometimes.
Will goes like, dude, I remember I said something really funny on that last episode. I should probably go and find that.
Mm-hmm.
Not for maybe it'll be a bit. He just likes to listen to it over and over again. He's like, yeah, that was me.
I'd be lying if I said I don't do that.
Can I fast forward through the parts where you guys are talking and just there I am? It's really quick.
It is.
I can do the whole
one
episode
one good line you got in that nobody heard.
It's all of me talking is 10 seconds after an hour. It's funny. Okay.
How's Uber going, dude? You fucking really.
I'm tearing it up,
there?
man. I'm check this out. I picked up these two.
Shit.
I picked up a couple Indian dudes the other day. All right, a couple Indian dudes in the back seat, and they're doing that thing that dudes do, where they're speaking Hindi, but every once in a while they'll say something in English.
They're doing that thing that Indians dudes do, where they follow you around the store.
They're
They were following you around your own car.
They're going quarterly earnings. The latest effect of the new changes. And I'm like, okay, very good. And then they get out of the car and the one guy goes, excuse me, sir, what is your name? Will? Your car?
Are you Vil?
your car.
Willy Trilly. Willy Trilly.
He goes, your car.
It's him. I told you it's him. It's Willy Trilly.
Your car smell a little bit like vomit. It smell like. Like
And you go, yeah, now you know how it feels when I walk into your restaurants.
Immediately, I was like, okay, look, I love Indians, okay? I love Indians. Nothing against Indians, but you got a lot of nerve being Indian and tell me about funny smells, okay? Like, Indians bring a lot to the table. I like them.
Yeah.
But come on, dude. You're going to come at me about a funny smell?
Dude.
I've smelled turmeric. I've smelled cumin. You guys got some weird shit.
Those are those guys' names.
Thank you. I'm cumin. This is turmeric.
Hey, I'm fucking garlic naan only tipped me 5 cents.
That's his name is Garlic Naan.
Your Western nose thinks it smelled everything, and then it smells some Indian shit. You're like, what the fuck is that?
The Western Nose.
Dude, it's
I
like
love
they
it.
got
Will the Western Nose O'Donnell.
Dude, they got notes in their smells like the sitar, like the meow, meow. Like that's a different scale. That's a different scale.
Yo, this
Never
is
heard
a
that note
totally unorthodox smell.
Right.
I've never heard this. It's wild, dude. It's like, weird timing.
Remember when the
smell
Beatles
it.
went through that phase where they just were putting Indian food in all their music?
Yeah.
It's like John Lennon was stuffing korma into the guitars.
Chicken Marsala White Album. It was fantastic, dude.
Chicken Marsala. Dude, he played with the Grateful Dead a couple times. Chicken Marsala.
Jerry Garcia and chicken marsala. That's my fucking dinner dessert, baby.
That's awesome, man. What made it smell like vomit? Was it those like cheap cherry?
Well, one time a guy vomited in my car. So
Oh, so they were right.
see, the thing is,
Will was like, actually, it's this cup of puke that I have in my front seat.
2 years ago, a guy threw up in there, and I cleaned it up so thoroughly. Like, I really cleaned it thoroughly. And ever since then, I've got a heavy air freshener. And everyone gets in my car, and they're like, your car smells great. What is that? I'm like, kiwi grapefruit. Thank you. And then this Indian dude was like, excuse me, sir. It smells like vomit. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, there's no way you smell vomit. I think your nose is confused.
Well,
I think
so
you smell something good.
The smells are backwards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They smell...
Different part of the world. Different
Exactly.
senses.
Oh, different hemisphere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like in Australia how time's backwards or whatever.
In Australia,
Australia, mate.
1 o'clock is 6 o'clock. Yeah. That guy thinks, yeah, dude, but if you would have had like puke flavored or scented.
If I'd have thrown up a guy in there, he'd be like, that smells wonderful. What is that?
Are you cooking?
Is that spiced apple? I like that.
Here's what I think it is. I think the smell of curry is the opposite of the air freshener, so they canceled each other out, and all that was left was the underlying smell that the air freshener was helping.
It could be.
I think that's what it is. They had opposite frequencies. They came in with their tikka masala and just knocked it out.
I like it.
I love that the guy had no qualms about just calling you out.
What the fuck was that about?
Yeah,
Like, he waited till the ride was over, and then he told me my car smells like a vomit. I'm like, was that just to hurt my feelings? Like, what do you want me to do about it? You know? I guess he was letting me know.
Yeah, it would have been great at the
Or maybe
beginning.
he's just warning you, like, hey, just so you know, my clothes tend to stain seats. So when I get out of here, it's going to stay with you for a bit.
Maybe so.
Your car is now going to smell like a vomit.
Well, that's cool, man. Glad you're getting respect out on the road.
No tip. No tip from those guys.
No way. No
Yeah.
tip?
No, that's common, though. I think 80% of Uber riders don't tip.
Really?
Yeah, they just
That's
don't
fucking
tip.
ridiculous.
I usually don't, but that's because anytime I'm taking an Uber, it's because I'm too hammered to do anything.
Okay, right.
So-
I picked up a guy
you're-
last night that was so fucking hammered, dude.
Awesome.
Hammered.
Yeah.
Just like a 65-year-old guy with his wife, and the guy just couldn't. He got out of the car, and then he stepped out, and then he fell down behind the car. And his wife was
No
like,
way.
don't back up and leave. And I'm like, well, I need to. So I had to get out and like help him get up, and he was fucking staggering.
Masters Week, dude.
I hated him, dude. I was so mad at him.
That guy was just fucking amped up on some golf.
Dude,
Some
I was talking about the
PGA golf.
Masters last night.
Yeah.
One of our buddies.
He was talking about his ancestors.
I was talking about Max's last night.
My ancestors were all
I
masters.
got so excited I showed up and like, yeah, we all dress up nice. And I was like, as masters should. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I showed up to the Masters and I was like, well, your whips are really hard and made of metal. What's up with those?
Dude, I was at the comic book store. Alex Hayes dropped like a hard slavery joke. nothing.
Yeah?
I mean,
Nice.
dude, yeah. I mean, it was a couple like mm-ums. Like it was no, not like that. No, it was how dare you mention that word?
Oh, the word slavery?
That word will set people off sometimes, you know?
It did. I mean, what was the joke? I guess you don't have to do the joke.
I'm not gonna. You don't want to hear it.
But I heard about the Masters, and it's like $200 to get in.
Yeah.
But apparently the beer and food is like $2.
Dirt cheap.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I had no idea.
Tradition. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it would be $20 a beer. I just assumed that, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I would pay $200 to go get fucking. I mean, I'm definitely getting thrown out. But
$200 sounds like a pretty good deal too. Actually, that's not that bad to go to the Masters.
I figured it would
I
cost
assume
more
that would
than
cost
that.
$500.
yeah, that's what she's. I mean, maybe that was their tickets. She's from wherever.
Augusta?
Yeah, she's from there. So
Georgia? Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
So
That's
like
awesome.
her and her family go there constantly. So she was there with her family visiting them, and they went.
Probably one of the greatest gatherings of people that was originally created by racists, right? I don't think.
It's like that and the Gathering of the Juggalos, and that's it. I can't think of two things that more align with my culture than
that guy,
ICP
whatever,
and golf.
like, the original commissioner was like, as long as I live, golfers will be white and caddies will be black. And people are still like, I love going. It's one of the greatest places on earth.
We were talking about how they like search you pretty heavily when you go in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have like dogs and stuff to sniff, and they pat you down pretty heavily. And cause people try to bring booze, drugs, and stuff like that in.
Who's bringing drugs to the Masters? The only drugs at the Masters is like fucking Viagra.
Yeah, that came up, and she was like, "I've never smelled weed, but."
Of course
Yeah.
Of course not.
We were talking about what things you could get in. And
Zin.
Zin.
Just
a fucking fat lip.
Some lippers of Zins. You think there's a guy who just like grabs like 6 Zins and just like gotta get a fat chaw in there?
Somebody's doing it.
Like the way they sneak ecstasy in people's assholes into a southern dude having to sneak chew in a condom up his ass into the Masters.
Half a roll of.
They wouldn't
fucking
let me
skull.
Oh
bring-
God, I think it's absorbing.
They wouldn't let me bring my damn skull in here.
Oh, the wintergreen's permeating the membranes of my ass. I'm getting a chill buzz from the waist down.
Really getting your bloodstream though. that
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what, yeah, you
Put
could
a pinch up your butthole.
You're
dude.
boofing skull.
boofing a
That'll
chaw.
cure what ails you.
Well, we were. She was talking about how like you can't bring in cigars, but they have cigars at the pro shop, and they like you can buy shit at the pro shop, and I was. And so you can buy golf balls at the pro shop, and I was quizzing her on it. I was like, so if I went and I bought a bunch of golf balls and I just started leaving them places, would that be fun? Okay, so like
I think
just
technically
walk
you
all
could
over
do
the green,
that.
just start rolling golf balls out in random places, and then fuck everyone's games up. That's what I'm going
Oh,
for.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you're
That's
getting
fun.
kicked out.
Well, they're not gonna see. I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna have a hole in my pocket, and I'm gonna walk by and just shimmy it out my pant leg, and then let it roll over onto the green.
like Andy Dufresne and fucking Shawshank.
Yeah,
Just shaking it out of the bottom of your jeans.
Dude, at my
fuck up
dad's
Tiger's putt.
10 years ago when my dad died, there was an old man there and his son. So they told the story of the old man had hit a hole-in-one in golf 40 years ago, right? And I don't remember how it came up, but the old man was, the son was like, yeah, there was this crazy time when my dad was out on the golf course and he hit a golf ball, and me and my buddies ran out there and grabbed the ball and dropped it in the hole, and then we went and hid in the bushes.
No.
Oh, yeah.
And the dad was like, yeah, but another time I really hit a hole in one. And they were like,
Oh,
and everyone
yeah.
looked at each other. And it was like
That's
a
awesome.
40-year-old secret came to light in front of my eyes that day.
Wow.
It was really a cool moment.
You just watch this old guy start beating the piss out of this
He was
kid.
like,
whole fucking life.
Yeah. He was like, but no, really. But there was a time that I hit a hole in one. And they were like, no, Dad.
Oh.
Yeah. That
Dude,
went down at my dad's funeral. It was a
Waking
moment.
up,
It was a beautiful
realizing
moment.
that your life is a lie.
Dude,
Your whole life is a lie. Imagine that was his greatest story.
I had a hole in one time. I did it. I hit a hole in one. And then like
Now
it's
his
just
greatest story is
casually,
the
it
time
just
I disowned my
casually,
son.
one guy was like, yeah, there's this one time, dude, we ran out there and Tommy's dad hit the ball and we ran out there and he was like, yeah, but another time I really did do it. Yeah. And I watched this and I was like, oh, holy shit. Like, I was watching this happen.
That's so desperate, too. Like, he didn't even, because he would have remembered if he hit a second hole in one. Like, he was like, oh, I must not have seen that time. It's a different time, right?
Yeah.
Right? Please, somebody.
He died shortly thereafter.
I was literally cut to him sitting on the edge of his bed with just a gun in his mouth.
He did die not too long after that, and maybe it was from the broken heart.
It's like, you know how whenever people say that, like if people are married and then like one of the spouses dies, shortly after, usually the other one dies.
Happens
that
all
was
the time.
That guy's dream died, and he.
It's like Where the
Right
Red Fern
after.
Grows.
The end.
What?
Do you ever read Where the Red Fern Grows?
No.
Ronaldo, don't bring up anything to Ronaldo. He's never read any books.
This kid's got two
read.
dogs, and one of them gets killed by a puma, and then the other one just starves itself to death because it's sad its brother is gone.
It's only the most famous middle school book of all time.
Dude,
don't bring it up to Ronaldo. It is
The most famous
tearjerker.
middle school book
Where
of
the Red
all
Fern
time.
Grows. Literally everybody read that except.
And the fucking 30s.
I know they don't read
Whenever
in Granite
you
City,
were in middle school.
but I know no one in Granite City's ever read anything.
No, I was in
other
Granite
than
City.
the Miranda rights.
No. We read all the books that had the N-words in it. In Granite City, we read and
we wrote them too.
You know who got to read them? The Wiggers. The Wiggers that was their one time when they were allowed. It was okay.
That's
Dude,
a good program.
Going back to Granite City, I don't know if you realize
Only book
this.
I ever liked, Huck Finn. That's my favorite book.
The only dude, Will came to Granite. He saw it, dude. I don't know if you noticed this. Granite City, it's all Wiggers and autistics. I never realized this until going back, but
That's
like
what this podcast should be called. Wiggers.
and some of them are just the same person. But since going, like, I never realized that's who I hung out with all the time was just Wiggers. And that's
My favorite part of doing your show was this good-looking woman came up and started talking to you and walked away, and I was like, dude, who's fucking Milfy Milfowitz? And you were like, oh, that's Justin's mom. Yeah, she's hot. And I was like, God, I'm not attracted to Ronaldo's peers. I'm attracted to their moms.
what? When really?
It was at the last show there.
No way.
It was somebody's mom, dude. She looked good, bro.
Somebody's mom was looking. Oh,
She was looking good, bro.
You're talking D nice, dude.
Uh-huh.
D nice. All right,
She's right in my wheelhouse.
dude. I don't know if
She's
you know
about
this.
46, which is, ooh,
Dirk was there,
okay.
and I don't remember. Do you remember the guy that was heckling you during your set? And you kind of talked to him.
Oh, yeah.
You talked to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you about to tell me somebody from your town was on American Idol?
Dirk was on
Oh,
American Idol.
This is the guy who was heckling me?
This is the guy that was heckling you. Hold on, let me see if we can pull him up here.
I think the judges will see an awesome performance by me. You know, I have the little voice.
Is that
really
Jeremy
cool
Hellwig?
person to be with. What's your name again? Dirk. I just met
Jeremy
Dirk,
Heavenwig.
on, I believe, Monday. And he's a really good guy, and I think he's going to make it, and I think it'd be really cool if I was at the finale with him. And I am the next American Idol because I can appeal to America. I can appeal to the audience, and I'm a really good singer.
That guy woke up in a race car bed that morning. This guy still lives at his mom's
damn,
house.
dude! Short sleeve shirt, unbuttoned,
I'm really one of
matching
the
gray
coolest
slacks.
personalities
With the
you'll
tucked
ever
in
meet.
shirt.
Bro,
If you ever
pleated.
find
Got
out
them
about Adam,
pleats.
you'll always find out that, Adam's a really cool person to be with.
Yeah, I had to agree with Adam. He is a totally cool guy. I met him on Monday, and, I'm known as the comedian, and I like putting smiles on people's faces, and he's one of the
That's
people I
why
like
Dirk
putting
was
smiles
heckling
on.
you, dude, because Dirk is the fucking comedian,
Oh,
not you.
that's Dirk.
You think you can compete with Dirk?
Whoa.
He's doing Texas Chainsaw
The judges
Massacre.
will see an awesome performance by me. I have the little voice going, a little
All right.
hand movement,
Let's-
and maybe a little
enough of
movement
this
also
guy.
with my legs.
I first say, Dirk, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Good luck. Don't get too nervous. Concentrate hard, and don't be the next William Hung.
Oh man!
Not much. Hey, Paul.
How are you?
That's fine. Hey, Simon. How you doing?
Okay.
Yes, I am.
He remembers their names.
Except he called Paula Paul.
It says here that you're obsessed with Baywatch.
Yes, I am.
What are you obsessed about?
David Hasselhoff. He's a good singer, and I chose a song from the soundtrack
Right. Okay.
Dude, I love Simon.
on Current Love by David Hasselhoff.
Okay.
Across the ocean, we get caught up.
Granite City,
swimming
Illinois.
In the motion, hearts were sailing, lovers on the right track. got out so far that we can't get back.
Yes. You go on American Idol. Not only do you do a David Hasselhoff song, you forget the words.
How do you?
Fucking legend.
15 words in and he fucking trips.
Right now, dude, he's fishing for those lyrics. He's no idea.
No, he's not. No, he's not, dude. He thinks he's killing it. He doesn't even know that he just fucked this up, dude.
Cold in my hand, you got to reach out till you're safe on the land.
Oh, he's
you
giggling.
Gotta hold on, baby, never give up. You gotta reach out for when you're caught in the current of love.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Okay, yo.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a
Dude,
question.
if you make Randy mad, like if you upset Randy,
That's quiet
Yeah.
enough.
That's
He
a
also,
no
did,
for
he also
me,
didn't say
dog.
hi to him when he walked in.
No.
Also very Granite City.
He ignored Randy. He said, "Hi, Paula. Hi,
Yeah,
Simon.
hi, Paula. Hi, Paula. Hi, Simon.
Hey,
Is that your servant?
hello to the help."
You guys just getting the desk polished? Or what?
Yeah, dude. Dirk's from a fucking sundown town. He's just surprised that he's out right now.
Now look me in the eyes. Was that a serious audition?
I put 100% in everything I do, Simon.
Fuck yeah, he
Nobody
does.
chooses that song seriously to sing on American Idol. Come on.
He actually sounded almost as good as David Hasselhoff.
Thank you, Randy.
Damn, dude. That was,
Oh, no.
dude, Randy hits a double dig.
Yeah.
He digs on Hasselhoff and Dirk, and then Dirk's like, "Thanks, buddy."
Oh, finally.
This is a fucking guy.
See, my brother knows
Thank
what's
you.
up.
See you later, man.
God almighty.
I tried. They said I can't do a tune. Good, but hey, that's okay. I'll be back next year. If you guys come back next year, I'll be back. I guarantee it.
Yeah, yeah, dude. That is like fucking Lenny and
From
from
Of Mice and Men?
Yeah, that's Lenny and it.
He starts petting Paula's fur backwards.
Fuck, what was his name? Come on, Will. You read all the books.
Lenny and his buddy,
Yeah, no,
George.
George. This wasn't
George.
his buddy. It was
Tell me about
his
the rabbits,
brother.
George. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Were they brothers or were they even related? I
Yeah,
think they
were
might have been.
They were brothers.
I think George might have just been taking care of
What
them.
do you know? You're from Granite City. You don't fucking know anything. Shut up, dumbass.
I think
dumbass.
Here's what happened. George promised to take care of Lenny. I think he knew they weren't related. I
They're
don't think.
brothers in bond.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure about that. I'm not confident.
Yeah, that's right. They were actually he thinks we're talking about the characters from The Simpsons, Lenny and Carl. He thinks they're the cops from The Simpsons. But yeah, dude, that guy was there. And he heckled you from
I remember.
Damn.
dude.
Dude, man, if you had somehow knew, like if we watched this a week before and you recognized him and were just ripping him to pieces, like, weren't you that fucking retard on American Idol? Sang the
Right.
David Hasselhoff song?
I could have had something.
Just
that was
devastate him.
It was the most fun part of that set, though. Was getting heckled. That was tough.
What
was
did
a
he
tough
heckle
one.
you with?
A tough
Did
night.
he hit you with Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I don't remember.
He just walks up.
It's the scene from the end where he's just like spinning in circles in the field, just like.
He runs up and grabs you from behind, like when she tries to run out of the house, and he catches her at the last minute, and picks her up and drags her back in.
Dude, it's just Will on stage going, "He's right behind me, isn't he?"
Yeah, I think Granite City was like an experiment, like a government experiment, like to test like the prenatal effects of drugs on pregnant women.
Not even just what happens when you pollute an entire city.
Yeah.
It's just like, what does
They're like-
steel manufacturing
Yeah, what
do
if
to people?
what if this
What if it
whole
was
town
all
of
the-
children breathed metal every day?
What if it was all the conditions of a ghetto except they were white people? What would that be like? Oh, Granite City. That's what happened.
See, it has nothing to do with race.
Right.
There was a whole book that we had to read. Speaking of reading books, I fucking read books. They had a book that was
All right,
all
bud.
about.
Good job, bud.
Hey,
You
fuck
finish
off,
it?
dude.
All the way?
No.
Is it the one where did you spark
Skimmed
notes
it,
it?
though.
I spark noted it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's dude. You had to skim books. We spark noted.
Nice.
Did you ever catch your kids spark noting?
Well,
It's pretty dangerous stuff.
Is that when you?
That's-
I don't know.
Okay. I was gonna say that's when Will
Is
gave
that
him
boofing?
notes on
Is
how
that,
to smoke
does spark
weed.
nothing mean boofing? Does that mean boofing?
I'm
That
sorry,
was
you guys Can you talk over each other more?
Yeah.
Can you guys keep doing that? Keep talking over each other more.
Spark.
Yeah,
note.
No, dude, Spark Notes is like it would lay out all the chapters and it would tell you everything important that happened during the book, so you could cheat.
I think it was just like when I was in high school and middle school, it was just starting to get built. Like, so there were some books on there, but it didn't have everything, so you could only use it for some things.
Yeah,
and it was infrequent enough that it was pretty easy for them to tell when you were using it.
Yeah, back then, right. But then once I got into school, they knew like everybody was going to use it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
When I went in school, they'd be like, "All right, guys, you have to read this book," and I'd be like, "Oh, you want me to read that again?" I read that years ago.
I might have a copy in my study still.
But what's that? You guys want me to be a double genius? Okay, I could be a double genius for you.
Let me put down my Shakespeare and Proust and read your Where the Red Fern Grows.
Sorry, I'm just writing a dissertation on the cup of Mephistopheles, but I guess I can read. I guess I can read The Great Gatsby again.
Magic Mr. Mephistopheles? Are we talking cats? Are we talking Cats the musical?
No, we're talking Dr. Faustus. Is what I was talking about.
Fauci? What? Dr. Fauci?
Dr. Fauci?
I know a lot about Fauci. You guys corrupt as fuck, guys.
The jab of Mephistopheles.
What do we got here, Will? What's this?
Oh no, wait. Yeah,
No, we're gonna go with this one.
This is a fun one. This is, guys, it's baseball season. I'm fired up, and I don't know if you guys hate Timothy Chalamet, but this guy does. And let's get into it. We don't need much intro.
In honor of the Dune movie coming out, I would like to deliver a message to Timothy Chalamet. I would strike you out on 3 pitches. First pitch, 2-seam fastball, 95 miles an hour outside corner. That thing broke about a fucking foot, bud. You feel like you're drowning. You feel like you're in hell. Second pitch, curveball in the dirt. You chased it. Of course you chased it. Ladybird sucked. Fuck you.
No.
Outside corner, 98 miles an hour. You're out, Timothy. You are out. You've always been out. You've been out since the day you were born. Bye-bye, Timmy.
Dude,
Did you flinch? All right.
I love his sneaky lazy eye. He's got like a sneaky little lazy eye. Hold on.
Yeah,
Where's
he's
Your day. Made you flinch.
Oh, yeah.
right there. You see it? You see this little. This one's a little.
Yeah.
Where's this one going, dude? Where's that looking? What's going on with that eye?
He's got his eyes are like 2 little blue seas, but continental drift is causing one to shift further away.
This guy went to Granite City.
He looks like very close to being a scumbag. You know what I mean? Like,
What do you mean very close?
yeah, I mean, like
he's over the line.
like if he misses one more meal, he's a street person.
He's
You know what I mean?
in
Like,
between a ball and a strike from being a scumbag.
I think he's one button down from
Yeah.
being a scumbag. You just unbutton one more.
The fact that he doesn't have a gold chain on is shocking.
It's actually so big that you can't see it. It's like down to his belly
It's a
button.
4-button gold chain.
Yeah.
That thing's way low.
It's the slick, dude. The slick is gross.
I
I
don't-
honestly, I'm going to say this. Fuck this guy.
I'm a team Chalamet, man.
I'm Team Chalamet.
Maybe Chalamet's going deep on this guy. Maybe
dude.
Chalamet's stepping into one,
yeah.
trotting around the bases real slow. This guy's getting pulled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chalamet just fucking finished Dune
You're
2. He's
done.
all hopped up on spices. He put one in the fucking racks.
Yeah, dude. Chalamet is just frozen rope straight to this guy's fucking dome. Chalamet would fuck this guy
You're going
up.
back to the minors.
I don't know. We can't see what jersey he's wearing, but I know for sure it's that fucking Trevor guy, that pitcher.
Trevor Bauer.
Trevor Bauer. For sure that's a Trevor Bauer jersey, right?
What did Trevor Bauer do?
He's he's the guy who's like very anti-cheating, and then he got frustrated and just started cheating.
Awesome.
And I think he
I
also
love
like
it.
strangled his girlfriend or something.
Yeah, there was some domestic violence.
Yeah. I think he went on
allegations.
I think
What
he
was his
went on
name? Brian Laundrie?
what? No. Oh no, not that guy. No, it's Trevor Bauer.
Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also, I think, went onto a sports podcast and was just openly talking about, like, if I go on a date with a girl, she's got to know, like, I'm not in for any relationships or anything like that. Just openly talking about dating on the internet instead of sports. He's just talking about getting, like, he's like,
Fuck
they got to
yeah.
know I'm only into getting pussy.
Fuck yeah. I love that. This guy sounds like a fucking champ.
I think he's banned from baseball right now, isn't he?
He's not banned, but nobody picked him up. He went to Japan. He's playing in Japan now.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, because he was really good, right?
He was
just
very
kind of
good.
an asshole.
If he was still very good, he'd be playing somewhere. But
Okay.
he started to suck last year, and then everybody was done with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like people will tolerate anything if you're good enough, but then you start fucking giving up homers, and it's like, okay, smart guy, off to
Yeah.
Japan for you. Like,
Yep.
I think
Yeah,
I
go
heard
break the minors.
he has like a pitching school or whatever, and he had he would have people in and train him, and I think he had some softball, like college softball athlete on, and I think people were saying that apparently he tried to fuck her.
Nice.
Of course.
What a good dude.
That's part of the course.
Yeah, which is
part of it is like it's pitching, but then it's also this is how to fuck a pitcher.
We've grown beyond the day of we need a pitcher, not a belly itcher. All right, how are you going to pitch thinking about the fact that I touched you last night? How are you going to think about your next pitch knowing that you paid me money and I grabbed you in your sleep?
I fucked up last week. You guys asked me how the Cardinals were doing, and I was like, this fucking team can hit. They can hit. And ever since I said that, I don't think they've scored a run.
Oh, yeah. I was
It's been
watching
like
get their
5
ass beat by the
losses in a
Brewers last
row.
night.
Just
Good.
fell in a hole.
This makes me happy.
So this team can't hit at all. They're not good.
Don't use us as some sort of superstitious outlet
come
for
on,
baseball.
Yeah, we're like his
There's no way.
seeing pool. You know what I mean? We're like he's like getting visions out of us. We're his crystal ball for some reason.
There's no way this team goes deep in the playoffs, guys. Mark my words.
It's weird that this guy
O'Neal's
hates.
going to get even bigger.
It's weird this guy hates Timothy Chalamet because he looks like his drug dealer. Like this guy and Timothy Chalamet look like two different kinds of drug addicts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh yeah. Chalamet gets all his drugs from a doctor, and this guy
Timothy
gets all of his guy from somebody without an associate's
A guy
degree.
named Doctor.
Named Doctor.
Timothy
Yeah, they call me
shall.
Doc.
Timothy, shall I sell you coke?
Yeah. Yes, Will.
Boom.
Yes. That's the show. That's a fucking podcast.
That's a swish.
Dude.
That's a fucking swish. It made you flinch was excellent. Very well done.
That was pretty solid. What should we move? What should we go to next?
You want to see a cop get shot?
Our first snuff film of the.
We've been okay. Yeah, let's get into the.
I like how we bring clips.
Let's get into the deep shit.
I got some weird baseball thing, and Aaron brings a couple snuff films every time.
Yeah, Will does.
I found this fun video of a guy getting shot in the face. Okay, put it on. Let's go.
Will does bring dad stuff. He brings crazy car crashes, wacky car crashes in baseball, and that's about it.
In vaccine theories.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, guys.
There's more of an audio experience anyway, but
So this is it. Just says video shows officer shooting undercover cop.
that's pretty much all you need to know is an
all I need
undercover
to know.
cop got shot during a sting by one of his coworkers.
really funny.
Just wait.
It's 21 Jump Street gone wrong.
Yeah. Although it's all blurred out. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
It's horrific to watch. Albuquerque Police Lieutenant Greg Brackle shooting one of his own.
Oh, that was Jacob.
That was Jacob. Oh, fuck, that was Jacob.
Dude, it's like when you're playing laser tag and you're like, oh, fuck, that's my guy.
Hey, I'm on
shit.
your team.
Take it easy. That's a clean Lexus. Don't shoot the.
Yeah, it's a Lexus with the front bumper still attached.
There's got to be a Kia around here we can shoot up. Leave that Lexus alone.
Damn, that's so funny. Oh, shit, it's Jacob.
Oh, shit.
Brackle shooting one of his own.
Oh, that was Jacob.
Intense.
That
moments
was
for what
Jacob.
should have been
Yeah.
A routine drug bust. Watch just minutes earlier.
Hold on, pause it. You're going to have to. She was talking over it. Back it up again. He goes, "Are you okay?" He goes, "No."
The guy who was shot said no.
You got to really listen for it.
But like,
Are you okay? I
But
have a
he says it-
gunshot wound.
Yeah, no.
So no.
You fucking idiot.
He says it in the way when like you're mad at your friend.
Yeah.
That was Jacob.
Intense moments to what should have been a routine drug bust. Watch just minutes later.
No.
That's when Brackle moves in. He
Are you a
speeds to
fucking
the ground,
idiot?
Gets out,
No.
Hands up.
approaches the vehicle when all of a sudden,
Good.
Brackle fires several times before retreating behind
Oh
the
my
nearby
God.
vehicle.
Several times.
Oh my
He
God.
seconds to realize what he's done.
Oh, that was Jacob.
The realization.
Are you okay? No. Come on out, dude. Come on. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know it was you. Come here. Come here, Jacob. Jacob, you've been shot.
Brackle is in complete shock. You hear him crying.
It shouldn't be funny. That shouldn't be funny, dude. That's
The people in the background going, "Jacob!"
Did Jacob die?
I don't know. I never looked it up.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's keep
Nah, who
going.
gives a fuck?
And tells him to hold on.
Jacob, hey, you there, man. Get one of them. Jacob!
Investigators say Braggle never attended
Shut
the
up.
briefing for this operation. Grant was shot.
That's how
8
I scream when I do
times
friendly
before
fire in
most
Modern
of the
Warfare.
Several days later, and he is still recovering from his injuries.
Jacob, man, are you in the room? I thought you were a bad guy.
Again, that's also what I say.
I thought you were a bad guy.
That was the quote they gave him too. The quote was, "I thought you were a bad guy."
That's
Dude.
hilarious, dude.
Hold
From
on.
his injuries.
Jacob, man, are you in the room? I thought you were a bad guy.
You're a
Well, let's start
bad
with
guy.
Detective Grant. He survived.
We were
He was
playing
critically
bad
injured.
guys, and I
He
thought
has had
Jacob was a
multiple
bad
surgeries.
guy, and I accidentally hit him with the golf club. I'm sorry, Mom. We were playing bad guys. I thought he was a bad
We
guy.
were playing, and Jacob wasn't wearing his armband. It shows that he's a bad
Breathe.
guy.
Tell me what happened. Breathe.
And I didn't mean to shoot him, but I shot him.
I made Jacob bleed out.
I had hollow points because they're the most effective round for killing bad guys, and I thought he was a bad guy, but he wasn't.
Well, let's start with Detective Grant. He survived. He was critically injured. He has had multiple surgeries. He is still.
Wait, where else would you start? What do you mean?
And why is she calling him Detective Grant? I think you mean Jacob.
Jacob. Yeah.
Later, and he is still recovering from his injuries.
Jacob, man, are you in the room? I thought you were a bad guy.
Well, let's start with Detective Grant. He survived. He was critically injured. He has had multiple surgeries. He is still physically recovering at home. Now, he sued the city following this incident. This all happened back in January of 2015, but we just are getting this video, which is why it's making news today.
Yeah, that's funny. If your guy's like, "Hey man, you promise you're not mad at me?" No, I'm not mad at me. No. You promise you're not gonna you're not gonna sue the city.
You're not going to sue us for $8 million, are you? No.
No.
I was thinking of the.
No, look, it happens all the time. Accidents happen.
Dude, no, we're fucking good.
We're chill.
good.
We're so
dap
chill,
it up,
bro.
Dap it up. And then he puts papers in his hands and serves them.
You just got served.
I was thinking about the defense, like the city trying to defend him. And it's like, I thought you were a bad guy. It's like, now, can I call you Jacob?
Detective Grant. Jacob?
Jacob?
Can I?
Jacob? Says here you got a parking ticket in 2001. Would you say you're a bad guy?
I'm trying to
That's something
establish.
that's something a good guy does?
Yeah.
Would
Would
you call a
that
good
sound
guy?
like something a good guy would do? In your words. So in your words, a good guy would pay his parking ticket on time. Those are your words. Now, do you shoot bad guys or good guys?
Jacob, we found out that your neighbor lent you his lawnmower 4 weeks ago, and you haven't returned it.
What kind of guy doesn't return a lawnmower? Is
Sounds
that
like
a good guy does that, or? I'm sorry.
I saw we actually got access to some of your Facebook posts, Jacob. Is it still okay if I call you Jacob?
Yeah.
It says here that one of your favorite characters was the Joker from The Dark Knight. Now, in The Dark Knight, I assume you've seen it. Is the Joker a good guy or a bad guy?
It is, dude. He's just we go through his the detectives get his phone, and they start looking through his data, and his #1 played song on Spotify is "Bad Guy" by Billie Eilish.
I'd like to play a song for the jury.
But we just are getting this video, which is why it's making news today. And just this week, there was a settlement reached in that civil suit, $6.5 million.
Yeah.
Oh, I nailed it.
Detective
Dude.
Grant.
Dude, that's how much Brooks Koepka is gonna get for the fucking Masters this weekend.
The
Nailed
city
it,
also
dude.
agreeing to pay all of his medical bills for the rest of his life, and he has been approved now to.
What?
Kind of worked out.
What?
Dude, it worked
Damn.
out. Things are
Yo,
looking great for Jacob,
Jacob started
dude.
smoking again.
I swear to God.
I bet he is a
dude,
bad guy now.
Yeah,
He's balling.
dude. If I found out somebody was gonna pay all of my medical bills,
Dude, I tell
I would
ya.
just be shooting myself in the foot.
I take,
Yeah, you just
take a
go out-
GSW to the leg. Come on, dude. Fucking shoot me, dude. I need $7 mil.
He gonna give a fuck. He goes out to the bar with the guy who shot him and just starts slapping girls' asses. Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do? My buddy's got the medical tab. Beat the fuck out of me.
Honestly, best day ever. Best day ever. You do, I mean, sure, you get shot by your homie.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks, but you never have to be a cop again.
That's true.
$6.5 million.
$6 million.
Plus medical bills.
When was this? What year was this?
2015 is when it went down.
Oh, dude, great time to get out of being a cop.
Yeah,
7 years ago?
Exactly.
Yes.
To medically retire from the Albuquerque Police Department. As for
Fuck
Lieutenant
yeah.
Brockle, he too has retired. There was an
Dude,
investigation.
Dude, they got out of Albuquerque. They got out of Albuquerque right before fucking Walter White took over and wrecked the police, dude.
He too has retired.
Wait,
there
fuck.
was an
What's his name?
investigation done
I wanted to hear his
for
name
the
again.
rest of his life, and he has been approved now to medically retire from the Albuquerque Police Department. As for Lieutenant Brockle, he too has
Brockle.
retired. There was an investigation done by a citizen police oversight agency who had recommended that Lieutenant Brockle be fired, but by the time that recommendation came down, he had already retired.
Classic.
There is
Can't fire
still
me, I
criminal
fucking quit.
Yeah.
The investigation just wrapped up and has been now handed over to the prosecutor's office, who will ultimately determine whether Lieutenant Brockle faces any criminal charges.
Bro, what's the fucking investigation? It isn't just a typical case of oopsie daisy?
Yeah, bros shoot their bros sometimes, okay?
I mean, I don't think that's that crazy. It's not that
he's
crazy.
like, Jacob, tell him. Tell him. Tell him I'm not a murderer, I'm an asshole. Tell him.
Those were also the same guys that were fucking that one lady that got in trouble for running the train. You know? And that guy had also shot jizz on Jacob in the past.
I'm sorry, I thought your wife was a bad guy.
Again, we got time for one more.
Yeah, you want
We
to
got
another
one more.
another tragedy?
Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, this is good. Okay.
Yeah.
So man dies while begging for help after girlfriend allegedly locked him in a suitcase.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So you said you watched the JCS on this,
Yeah,
right?
I watched the Gym Can't Swim. So what's like her thing was like she was role playing.
So she told the police that they were playing hide and seek.
Hilarious. Yeah, not even role playing. They were
Yeah.
playing hide and seek.
Yeah, her story was like, well, we were playing, we were putting a puzzle together and drinking some wine, and we decided to play. We decided to play hide and seek, and then she immediately describes tag. She goes, we're playing hide and seek, so I was like, you're it.
We were playing hide and seek.
I'm sorry. We were playing Smear the Queer, and
we were playing hide and seek.
I just didn't want to say queer, so I called it tag. So
yeah, and
tag
he's
the
just,
fag.
He gets and she goes, yeah, we were having some wine, and then you hear her voice in this video, and
Some
you're
wine.
like, dude, that was not some wine, ho. That was.
Yeah, and she was like, yeah, I just had a little bit. I don't drink that much.
She's like, had 4 fucking Mad Dogs.
So she said that. She's like, yeah, so I guess he decided he wanted to get in the suitcase, so I thought it would be funny, so I zipped him up in the suitcase.
And then I got sleepy.
Yeah, and then it was like, and then I went upstairs, and I guess I just fell asleep.
I get
came
that.
back downstairs, and he's dead.
You know, lock your significant other in a suitcase, go upstairs, see the cat, start petting it, pass out. It happens all the time.
and she probably would have got away with that. Like that's feasible.
If it weren't for those meddling kids.
The fact that she
But then she
videotaped
herself fucking tormenting the guy. That was not a good move.
Well, that's what happened. Yeah, like the police are like, oh, I guess, and then they found the videos, and they're like, I think something else is going on here.
The interrogation is great too, because she's like, I actually don't want to watch this, and the female detective is just like plays it again. It's like, I really don't give a fuck.
They were actually working on a new magic routine, and she's supposed to be his lovely assistant. Yeah, she starts stabbing the suitcase with swords after this.
If she hadn't fallen asleep.
What'd he say?
Sarah.
Oh.
That's him from inside the suitcase.
He does have a pretty silly voice. Sarah.
That is you. Your girlfriend's name's Sarah, dude.
Yeah.
This would be you.
Sarah.
Dude, this is what's gonna. If we find Aaron in a fucking suitcase, dude, we know exactly what happened.
Whatever, dude. I could bust out of that suitcase. This guy was weak.
Right. Why couldn't he bust out?
You think so? You think you could bust out?
I don't know. Then again, like you're curled up really tight, and that thing's pretty fucking strong. Like
actually,
you can't really get any like leverage. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have any strength to like. I don't know. I don't think you could.
Yeah. I don't think
I'm strong enough.
I don't think you could use like you need to be able to use your legs.
Right. You need to be able to like get into a position to push, and if you're like If you're in a hole, yeah. And that's gonna make you weak. You know what I mean?
If
Yeah,
you're like retarded, you can't get out.
Yeah, show us your suitcase mime again.
All this time, dude, Stephen Hawking was just trapped in a suitcase for a while.
He was pantomiming, stuck in a suitcase.
Quick thing. When I went to look this video up to send it to the group chat, one of the first ads on YouTube was for titanium suitcases.
That's awesome.
It's just like premium TSA lock suitcases.
Nice.
He'll never get out of this one, Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
I mean, so drunk.
She's hammered.
Dude, so drunk.
She's hammered. Okay. For everything
you done. I've argued with that voice so many times.
You're gonna check me? Why don't I check you on the plane?
What do you mean I can't bring my fucking person here?
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Dude, you ever heard those videos of cats that can talk? That's what he sounds like. He sounds like one of those cats that can talk.
Oh, Long Johnson.
Oh, Long Johnson.
Sarah, I can't breathe.
Fuck you. Stupid.
She just laughed.
Yeah. Dude, maybe she is wine drunk. Dude, she's a little silly.
That's a silly drunk.
It's just her getting a little silly, that's all.
That's my name. Don't wear it up.
Can you imagine going to the next life and getting fucking bitched at like that?
Yeah.
That's my name. Don't wear it out, you stupid bitch. What are you gonna do, bitch?
Dude, just dying and just going like, gotcha.
Yeah, your dick's small.
I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me, Sarah.
That's what you do when you choke me, is what she said, huh?
There's also, I think there was also an abuse component as well that went into it beforehand.
And she won.
Yeah. Also, when they got him out of the case, he had like a split lip and shit. So she definitely beat the fuck out of him before she put him in there.
Damn, that's pretty cool.
You like that?
I like that.
You into that shit?
I like it.
Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. That's on you.
No, yeah, she's going, really? You can't breathe? Then how come you're talking?
Yeah. Don't be so fucking dramatic.
Yeah.
You always make things into a big deal. I'm just trying to have fun. You know, I wanted to dance tonight. And you wanted to stay here.
Should have got a more breathable fabric for that suitcase.
That's on you. Sarah, I can't breathe.
He's doing George Lopez. There's a pain in my chest and I can't breathe. I can't breathe. There's a pain in my chest and I can't breathe.
Sarah. Wriggle around some.
What?
She said wiggle around some.
Wriggle around some.
Oh, yeah. Look at
nice.
you, dude.
Good job.
Will has been locked in some suitcases.
Yeah, you're the drunk slut whisperer.
I'm fluent in drunk talk.
Yeah. It's not drunk slut, dude. This is angry wife talk.
Yes, that's a good point.
You gotta grow up Irish Catholic. You just, like, from a young age, you learn that as a first language. Just he said stop playing.
Drunk homicidal woman.
Yeah, I speak fluently.
Was that your mom a little toasty and like you can't get your coat on? You're like, Mom, I can't it doesn't fit. Hey, wiggle around some. Fine.
Wiggle around some. She said wiggle around some. Okay, got it.
I bought that coat for you. We're not taking it back. Put it on.
It would be funny if somebody edited in like the bouncing ball subtitles on there. a slur along.
A slur along suitcase murder.
That sounds fun. Yeah. That sounds like a VeggieTales episode.
I want to get video for it extra.
She's making it for extra, like the show,
TV show. I'm making a video for extra,
Like,
and it did. It made it.
Might want to get video for it extra.
Damn.
The confidence.
Dude, that has to be top 5 hammered.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, yeah, when you accidentally killed your boyfriend. I don't know how you top that one.
Dog, one time I got so drunk, I rode a mattress down my stairs. Oh, yeah? How drunk did you get? Homicide.
I committed homicide, filmed it, and then gave my phone to the police.
Totally forgot about it. Honestly, wild Saturday night. Remember whenever I told you about when I was drinking liters of beer at an open mic? That was what I was like afterwards. Oh, it's moving.
Yeah, he's trying.
I can't breathe, babe.
There's a pain in my chest and I can't breathe.
That's what I feel like when you drink on me.
When you cheat on me, is that what she said?
Fuck you.
Dude, she starts doing the Jordan Sparks. Can't live with no air.
I don't think I know that song.
No, can't breathe with no air.
You should probably shut the fuck up.
Damn. Damn, that's fun. That's good. Well, R.I.P. to whatever his name was. Don't remember.
Yeah, not Jacob. Jacob got to live. This guy did not.
That is fun. That's fun to get like flat Stanley'd like that.
One time when I was a little kid, I had one of those big dressers. You know those dressers with a big drawer?
Yeah.
At least it was big when I was little. And I slid it out and I crawled in there and I pushed myself closed.
Sure.
And then I tried to get out and I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck. And I started screaming. I started hollering. I had that moment like, oh my God, like, am I going to die in here? And my brother came in the room. He's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm in the dresser. And he pulls open the dresser drawer and I'm laying in the drawer. Like, what the fuck?
Like, David.
I was in there for like...
David, I can't breathe, bro.
I was in there for maybe 1 or 2 minutes, but I was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, immediately it's a coffin.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, oh, God, I'm going to die in here.
Yeah. You're like, I didn't tell anyone where I was going.
No.
I didn't tell him I was doing an adventurous jaunt into my drawer.
It would have been funny if that's how you found out you could fit a dead body in your overhead on an airplane.
But it would have been a ballsy. Move.
My fucking Jesus Christ, guys!
I got it right away.
All right.
I was thinking how ballsy of a move it would have been if she had like got on the plane with him still in the suitcase. Like, yep, check it, run it through. And there's no metal in there, so it just goes right through security. That's a really heavy suitcase. I need help with that one.
Yeah, you probably get because they go through X-rays, right? Do you think they would kick you out of the airport if you brought a body in your bag?
They probably would just let it go on through. They'd be like, I don't see anything weird in there.
I got a knife through Lambert, so.
Yeah.
What?
I not told you this story?
No.
I accidentally took a knife to Las Vegas.
Dude, of all people, I would not let you go through with a knife.
Yeah, we had TSA pre-check, and we got through Lambert, and then I had to go back through security in Vegas. And we were already, we were trying to find something. We ended up leaving security, had to go back in. So we were all flustered, so I stuffed, my cameras and shit in my bag real quick. And we sent it through, and they pulled mine aside. And in my head, it's like, oh, it's because I put all that shit in there. It probably looks weird. I've gotten pulled for camera stuff before because they don't know what it is. And so I was like, hey, sorry.
They just want to check. They go, sir, are you a vlogger?
You know you're not allowed on these. You're not allowed on these flights. But in my head, I was like, oh, I know, I'm sorry. I put all that camera stuff in and there should be all good. And then he pulled out the knife and I was like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was in there. And then they just threw it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
that's
you didn't
fine.
get in trouble?
No. I got some knife stories.
Cool story, dude.
Did I tell you about the time I thought for sure I was getting kicked out of Up Down for flaunting a knife?
No.
We were...
Which is weird because that's an arcade bar, and people that go to arcade bars have knives.
Really?
I think people that are into pinball are definitely into knives.
Yeah,
Those
or
are
at
like
least,
the same
they
people.
have box cutters from their warehouse jobs still. Yeah, we were there. That was when we were out there for Megan's birthday, and you were out of town. I think we were FaceTiming you.
Yeah.
And previously, Sarah and I had been there around Halloween, and they had all these Halloween decorations up, and we saw they had this skeleton, this little plastic skeleton, and we were drunk, and for some reason we were like, I want that fucking skeleton real bad. So we didn't take it, but we came back, and they'd taken down all the decorations except for that one skeleton. There was
what
just
was
one
the
that
skeleton?
they forgot.
Was the skeleton of a man who had been locked in a suitcase?
He was like this. We weren't sure if he had palsy or if he was locked in a suitcase. And they had that one up there. They took down everything else, but they forgot about that one. So we're like, we're definitely stealing that skeleton. And so I'm, hammered. This is like the third place we went to. And so I had a plan. I was going to just wait for the bartender to go to one end, and I was going to go over and I was going to take it. And I was going to hide it, and we'll be good to go. But when I got up there, it was zip tied. I wasn't expecting it to be zip tied to the sign, and it was I don't know if you've been there, but downstairs, in that corner by the skee ball. So I'm standing by people, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just cut it down. And so I flick out that big Spyderco knife that I have that's very scary looking, because I was like, I'll just cut it down. And then immediately I hear, whoa, that guy's got a knife.
Oh no.
So in my head, I was like, if I just act like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, it'll be fine. So I was like, oh yeah, I was trying to imply that I worked there. And so I was like, they forgot a decoration. So I cut it down, and I turned around. The bartender is immediately behind me, looking me in the face. And he's like, is there a reason you're cutting down my decorations? And I was like,
oh no, they got you?
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, I just saw you missed one. I was helping you out. And I gave it to him, and I walked away. And I saw Sarah saw it, her and Megan Tweedy saw it. And I was like, I'm definitely getting kicked out.
I love that the start of this story was Aaron was like, yeah, dude, I almost got kicked out for having a knife. No, you almost got kicked out
for stealing.
For fucking stealing from the establishment.
No, it was the knife.
I got that. Have you guys seen this one? This was Aaron. This is Aaron at Up Down.
No!
I love it, dude. Just running full speed.
Yeah, a parent playing flip cup in their backyard. Their kid's running around with a knife.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. All right. You guys want to wrap it up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but I didn't get kicked out. But a cop was standing outside when I got out of the bathroom, and then I was like, well, that's it. I guess I'm fucking...
You thought that was your moment?
Yeah, and then he was just taking a piss, and we were good to go. And it's like, how you doing? I was like, oh, I'm good. And I didn't go back downstairs because the bartender was mad at me.
All right. You good, Will?
I'm good.
You good? All right. Hey,
been a good one.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Fun episode. We will see you next week for the 1-year anniversary show.
Boom.
All right? Yeah. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. We love you. We'll
Big
see you
orgy next week. Join us.
Orgy.
Yeah. Where everyone's fucking Will next week.
That's my...